everyone. Thanks for tuning in and joining Diversity Abroad at this virtual fair. We're happy that you're here to navigate this virtual space with us today. My name is Ruby Shields, and I'm the Program Coordinator for Student Services at Diversity Abroad. I'm based in Portland, Oregon, and my favorite location, which we thought we'd share with you today to visit, was Granada, Spain, back in 2014 when I had a chance to study abroad there. I'd love to throw it over now to my colleague, our Associate Director, Joy.
Thank you, Ruby. Hi, everyone. My name is Joelle Talaferro. As Ruby mentioned, I'm the Associate Director of Student Services here at Diversity Abroad. Really excited to be here with all of you and, like Ruby said, share this space. I am based in Philadelphia. I grew up in New Jersey, and I did not have the opportunity to study abroad, but the first trip I took with students was when I was an undergrad to Costa Rica. Explored almost the entire country, and it's one of my favorite places. I love the colors, the food, the people, and the biodiversity. And we want to tell you a little bit about Diversity Abroad. So Diversity Abroad was founded in 2006. For those of you who haven't heard of us, we have a very simple vision that the next generation of young people from diverse and underrepresented backgrounds will be equipped with the skills, knowledge, and global acumen to thrive personally, academically, and professionally. We know that the 21st century is an interconnected world and global workforce, and we want to help prepare you all for that by helping you get out into the world, experience it, and understand how to leverage those experiences for your global readiness. We're really excited to be here with you and to let you know about the various resources that we have to offer to you in doing all of that great work that was previously mentioned, and to support you on your global adventure and experience, no matter which part of the process you're in.
And first off, we want to walk you through some of the resources that are available to you on diversityabroad.com. All of these resources are open access and you can check them out at any time. As Joelle mentioned, we have resources that are available to support you at each phase of the global process, whether you're just exploring, getting ready to depart, even when you return home and are thinking about your next steps, be that a career move or being in grad school, and taking into account the status of the world today. We still definitely have resources that are available for you, and we encourage you to check those out. So a few of those resources that we'll go into, first off being scholarships. So at this time, just due to the status of global programs as they are right now, scholarships are on hold. However, we still want to make sure that you know where to find them as we move into a space that we're all hoping to will be as soon as possible, where these opportunities will continue to be available. And so if you navigate to the scholarships tab of diversityabroad.com, you'll see a scholarship search. So this is where you would be able to go in and just type in a search, whether it's a country or a particular program that you're interested in, or as you see here, and under the recommended searches, a particular degree focus area to see what scholarships might be available for you to apply for through diversityabroad.com and our partners as well. And so we also have underneath there a set of featured articles that support you in the process of creating competitive scholarship essays and applications as you move towards putting those together. We also will have featured scholarships as well on this page too. So it's a really one-stop shop to be able to check out what additional funding resources are available for you. And even in this meantime of space that we're in this bit of a holding pattern, we invite you to sign up for our newsletter, which is available at the bottom of every page on our website, diversityabroad.com. And that will be the place where we'll make announcements and updates about upcoming scholarship deadlines and terms when scholarships come back onto the scene. Great, so now let's take a look at the articles and resources section of diversityabroad.com. So as you'll see here, right next to the scholarships tab, we've got our articles and resources hub. And so these articles are really meant to provide perspective and guidance from students who have had experiences abroad and who come back and want to share about each phase of their global experience. And so really one of the missions of Diversity Abroad is to challenge this narrative that global experiences and global programs are only for certain kinds of students or only have a benefit for certain populations of students. And the articles and resources really help to support this idea that there are diverse perspectives about all of these different phases and all of these experiences. And they're really meant to not just share the "it was so great" or "it was wonderful" or "I loved my time abroad" narrative, but to really look at those highs and lows and those barriers that students have overcome to make these global experiences a reality. And when they come back, how they're leveraging these experiences in their next steps as well. So just taking a look here, these are just a few of the features articles, as we're just thinking about, is study abroad safe? That's a really big question. We have an article here that helps guide through some of the questions to start asking yourself as you're potentially preparing for one of these experiences in the future. And then even at this time now, when we're all relegated to our bedrooms, offices, couches, whatever it might be, we have several perspectives from students who are still managing to remain globally connected even during this time as well. So we definitely invite you to take a look at all the articles that we have available there. So now Joelle will introduce you to the programs available through Diversity Abroad, which are here to support your individual learning and growth around issues of diversity, equity, inclusion at each stage of the global experience.
Hey, Ruthie. So one of our newer products is the Global Inclusive Leadership Certificate. This certificate is designed to provide an online experience that's both in sync with other folks who are taking the course. So there's 3 live touch points in the beginning, middle, and conclusion of the course content, as well as provide flexibility for students who are navigating this virtual world and want some flexibility around their learning. So over the duration of the course, students will work their way through 9 modules. The topics include global competency, cultural humility, inclusive leadership, diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging in action. And of course, keeping that focus on career readiness. So we want our participants to gain practical skills that will prepare you to work collaboratively and effectively with peers and colleagues, the ability to apply theory to practice to different leadership scenarios, increase your management abilities, and understand what's required of navigating organizational challenges to promote team purpose. And then you'll have a certificate of successful completion along with a learning community of peers. So it's a virtual space that also has those community touch points. So the opportunity to bring your virtual learning to a community space and really grow in your diversity, equity, and inclusion, your understanding of it, and in an applicable and practical way. The certificate program for the fall is beginning on October 15th. October 1st is the deadline for the fall application, but if you are engaging with us after October 1st, there are many opportunities to get involved in the Global Certificate Program. We'll have a cohort in the spring, and there's also opportunities to bring this to a specialized group or to your organization and institution. So please get in contact with us if this is of interest to you and you're looking for the best way to get involved. We also have Abroad 360, which is one of our platforms that also brings virtual advising to student success. So this platform delivers inclusive and targeted resources to support your success throughout the education abroad and international education experience. The Abroad 360 modules that are the cornerstone of the platform provide 24/7 assistance through content that is engaging, interactive, and on demand. So this comprehensive suite includes the modules, which are microlearning and advising modules, online workshops that are, again, live touch points with the Diversity Abroad staff and community to dig deeper into the content that is presented in the microlearning modules, and the cultural and diversity destination guides. So all of our destination guides have foundational information that is available to anyone navigating diversity abroad. But we also have some specialized, very identity-focused information that's provided to anyone who is engaging with Abroad 360. We highlight some topics from navigating microaggressions abroad to understanding the US classroom as an international student. So there's a breadth of conversation that happens in these modules, a breadth of activities and reflection and quizzes and resources that you all can take away from the Abroad 360 platform into every phase of your global experience, starting with the decision to go. So even if you're in that phase where you're not able to go abroad in this moment, you're in that decision-making phase, and Abroad 360 supports you there. And in the meantime, there's some ways that you can take action with Diversity Abroad right after this presentation.
Great, thanks so much, Joelle. So now let's dive into some of these ways that you can continue to take action after this presentation. So first off, as we mentioned, we really invite you to check out diversityabroad.com. Start throwing in some items into the search bar. If there's a country that even has piqued your interest, see what other students have to say about what it is like to live in that country with a variety of diverse identities. There's also, as Joelle had mentioned, a series of destination guides, and part of those are open access. So we invite you to just start exploring and getting familiar with the website. Second up, we mentioned signing up for the Diversity Abroad newsletter as the best way to stay up to date about upcoming scholarship announcements, as well as virtual event updates too. And so definitely the best way to stay in the loop with us is to go ahead and sign up for the newsletter. It comes out about once a month, so no need to worry about being spammed. And you can sign up for that at the bottom of every page on diversityabroad.com. And then, as you're looking through, you might be inspired by something, might pique your interest, that might remind you of something that you've experienced yourself. And so as you're going through diversityabroad.com, if these are some thoughts you're having, we invite you to consider becoming a contributor of diversityabroad.com. There's a Become a Contributor page which details out the various ways that you can share your story with Diversity Abroad. Either through an article, or you can definitely add us on social media. So make sure that you follow us. We're on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So give us a like, give us a follow to stay up to date on these things. And we also share student stories and articles, as well as experiences from our student community throughout the year here as well. And so there are several different ways to stay in touch, to stay connected, but most of all, in whatever stage of goal setting, planning, daydreaming you're in, definitely check us out and see what might be able to help you no matter where you're at. And we really appreciate you sharing this space with us today and connecting with us amidst all the chaos of all the things happening and going on. We're grateful that you're taking the space to be here with us today, and also kudos to you for taking this time to be planning and looking ahead as well. So here you'll see all the different ways you can stay in touch. We wish you the best of luck with the start of the school year and also with your global experience. So thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.